Hi guys, in this video I will be showing you my 4-day trip to the Princess Grand all-inclusive resort in Jamaica. This video will be in about 5 parts. The first one is getting there, which is what's on your screen right now, a room tour, amenities and services, a tour of the gym and the spa, food, and then the last couple videos will be me going back to the airport. Getting to the resort from the airport was about 2 hours, and at Princess, if you stay a minimum of 3 nights, they do accommodate your transportation to and from the hotel with tropical tours. So that was great. That was one of the main things that I looked for in a resort, is that they provided transportation. But when I got to the airport, I think our flight was the last flight for that van to get there. So we got on the train, not the train. So we got on the bus and he was like, "Okay, y'all the last two people." And it was only one seat left behind, like the driver and the passenger seat. And so I was like, "Okay, where am I supposed to sit?" And then he pointed to the front and I was just like, "Oh, okay. I'm about to drive the boat to the hotel. That's fine." I was a little bit confused, but at the same time, I had the perfect view to get film, so I was like, okay, that's fine. As you can see, it's only 2 lanes, but it was pretty much like that for the 2 hours there. While we were on our way to the hotel, it was around the time where the kids were getting out of school, which was like low key so cute because all of the girls that I saw, all of their hair was natural. And it was just all in different styles, and it was just so cute to see, mainly because I'm a natural hair girly. So I was like, this is such a beautiful thing to see. And it was just like so many people that looked like me but did not sound like me. I just really love seeing that on the way there. If you want a more in-depth tour and explanation of all the things that you could get at this hotel, I'm going to put it either on the screen or in the description box, but there is a YouTuber. His name is Kareem's Quest, and he does a full-blown tour with the hotel staff. So that is probably a better video if you just want straight facts and no fluff. Quick little room tour. So as soon as you open the door, bathroom is on the right, mirror. You walk in, you have a closet with the drawers, a mini bar, coffee safe, and then a refrigerator with some drinks that they stock every day. Then we have another closet, ironing board, iron, some slippers, laundry bag, extra pillow, and a blanket. And then we have the bathroom. The shower is nice. I actually really like this shower. And then I think this is a king size bed. I'm low-key upset because I wanted 2 beds, 2 queen beds, but they didn't have any available. So here we are. Television, then a little seating area, and then the patio. So for some of the amenities and services, they have a spa, a gym, a beach. They also have a game room and like a kids area, and then they have water sports. They also have a gift shop. Now everything in a gift shop everything that I wanted in a gift shop was $40 and above. And I can't in good conscience buy a t-shirt that just has Jamaica on it for $40 when I could do that at home. The video was here. I was clearly in Jamaica, so yeah, I just couldn't. I wanted to do every water sport activity that they had to offer. Unfortunately, the time that I went, it it wasn't storming, but the waters were extremely choppy and just unsafe for us to get in there. So that's one thing that really made me sad, and I was looking forward to it, was water activities, but I'm not that strong of a swimmer, and I'm not sure if my mom can swim, so it wouldn't have been a logical decision to get in that water. So the first night that we got there, our room wasn't ready, so we just had to find things to do out there. So we just explored the hotel. So we ended up going to the food trucks and we ate some food there. Went to the gift shop and then just walked around. On our self tour of the resort, we found the gym and the spa. It was closed, but all the doors were unlocked, so I took it upon myself to explore the entire resort. Like, I paid for it after all, so yeah, that's what we did. Nice, and they did have classes. I, however, did not plan to work out, nor did I really have time. I actually ended up getting heat exhaustion. So after that, I really couldn't exert any more energy throughout that trip. The gym was really nice. I did want to do some things. You know, like when you see a gym and you see all the equipment, you're just like, oh yeah, I want to use that and do this and do that. I didn't do any of that. My mom wanted to, but I was like, I didn't even pack workout clothes, so that wasn't even on my mind. The only thing I wanted to do was get in the water. That is the only thing that I really even thought about. It's going to be the borderline of senses and the grand side, all right? So we're combining tonight. Donald, we're going to take everything that he stole from here, and then we're going to put it together and make one thing. So the second and third day is when we really maximized on our pool and beach time, especially me, so much so that the footage that you're seeing right now is evidence of how I got heat exhaustion and I got like a heat rash. It was a whole lot going on. And I didn't even realize that I had like heat exhaustion until I left the water in the sun. Well, no, I think I was actually tired. And I was just like, why am I so tired? I'm not even doing nothing. Like, I swam a little bit, but not enough to make me this tired. And so my mom was stayed at the pool while I went to the beach. And then when I came back, I was like, okay, let's get some food. And so we ordered food, and for some reason I drank alcohol. I don't even think I drank water on this trip. I think I had one bottle of water this whole trip. The rest was alcohol. But I had to get my money's worth. So yeah, so we got the food and the drink, and then I was just like, I am so tired. Like, all of my muscles felt like they were shutting down, and I was just like, I need to go lay down before I pass out and throw up. So, you know, it was worth it though. I absolutely love the water, and I just love being outside in the water underneath the sun. I did get sick from it, but you know, I don't care. I just love the water so much. Food. I know a lot of people are wondering what the food is like on this resort. When I was doing all of my research, everybody kept talking about the food. Like, a lot of people said that it was nasty or it just wasn't hitting. And I'm not gonna lie, I believe that they used as much seasoning as we use. They used real ingredients, and that's why it kind of tastes like it's missing something. I'm not a chef, so I'm not really sure, but I really didn't like the food, most of the food, because I was just like, it just tastes bland. If I'm counting right, there are 10 places where you could get food on the Grand Jamaica side, but there's also the Sensi's, the Mangrove side, the adult only. But in order to get over there, you have to, I do believe that you have to pay, and a hotel employee has to walk you to that specific place that you wanted to go to over there. One thing that I did love was that all of the restaurants were just on one strip on the second floor, I believe. All the restaurants were just on one strip, all connected to each other and right across from the water. So if you wanted to sit outside, you could, or if you wanted to wait outside for your table to open up, because you don't have to make reservations, but if it is full, you just have to wait. Or you could just walk next door to the next restaurant. So that's one thing I did like about it. So there are 2 food trucks on site. They have jerk nachos, a regular burger. It was food. My rating, like, 3 out of 10. Yeah, 3 out of 10. The burgers tasted like, you know, the freezer hamburger meat that you get, it's already in a patty. That's what it tasted like. Jerk nachos, they were actually good. So I give that maybe like I don't know, a 6 out of 10. And then the first night for dinner, we went to the Jamrock restaurant, which is the Jamaican Caribbean cuisine. I got what I got some sort of macaroni. I almost called it jambalaya, but I think it was like jerk macaroni or something with shrimp. It was okay. They could have kept it. They could have kept it, honestly. And then I got the oxtails and rice. It was very sweet. It wasn't nasty, but it was just, I don't know. The hotel employees really played up the Jamrock restaurant, and I felt like I probably could have got better food if I left the resort and found something on the side of the road or in the river. I give it maybe 6 out of 10. The Mexican cuisine, that was so good. And the fusion restaurant, that was so good too. So I don't know how the Asian and the Mexican food tasted so much better than the Jamaican food. Like, that is so crazy to me. And I would rate both of those, the Mexican food, like 8 out of 10. The Asian food, 9 out of 10. My final thoughts on my stay at Princess Grand Jamaica. I actually had a really good time. I just wanted to relax, and my only priority was getting into the water and eating, and that's exactly what I did, except for not being able to do the water sports due to the weather conditions. But outside of that, like, I give it a good 8 out of 10. The 3 points being taken away because I couldn't do all the water sports. I didn't do a spa treatment, and the food wasn't spectacular. Jamaica is really beautiful, and I would definitely go back. I would probably leave the resort the next time that I go back just so I can experience all that Jamaica has to offer. So if you have any questions, just leave them down below. I will have a lot of resources and things in my description box. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to me, send me some money, love me, cherish me, pray for me, just positive things. No, I'm kidding. Worship me, you know, things like that. Save an organ for me just in case I need it. And you know what's so crazy is I originally planned this trip to go by myself, but the person that I was dating at the time was like, "Oh, I want to go with you. We should go together." And I was just like, "Okay." And then they started getting on my nerves, and I would never want to go on an international trip with them because it just gave, I would know exactly what Drake felt like when he said, "It's a list of places that I want to go without you, so I can know what it's like not having to argue," or whatever Drake said. But listen, wasn't nobody about to ruin my Bahamas trip, okay? So anyways, I went with my mom and we had a wonderful time. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you already know I love to yap towards the end of my videos because I don't know, like, we're humans. God gave me a mouth and a voice, and we should use it, you know? I just love talking sometimes. I would come out with a mixtape and I would call it Yapaholics Mixtapes, and I would just talk for like how long do albums be? Like 5 hours. It would just be 5 hours. Albums are not 5 hours. It would be about an hour of just me yapping, and none of it will be concise. It will not make sense. It'll all be run on sentences. It would just be so freeing, I can tell. Yeah, so anyways, if you have made it this long on a video and have listened to me, can you leave a comment? The mermaid emoji? Or just say Hello Kitty so I know that you watched this full video, because I know a lot of people. I don't know if my video be boring or if people just be tired of me talking or what. But I can see that people be like dropping off mid video, and like, why? If y'all made it this far and you hated the video but you just wanted to see it through, put in the comments like, "Yo, at this time it got whack. It got whack and you need to do better." Like, I need the constructive criticism, but don't get crazy. Okay? Act like you got some sense to you. If you, like, for real made it this far now, leave your Cash App tag in my comments and I will send you. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for listening.